Oh yeah, it is. I think so. Yeah. All right, great. Hello, start speaking.
Hi.
I don't know if you're like. I'm gonna make you louder, just in case. All right, there we go. All right, hello.
Hello
Oh,
there.
that's really loud. Oh my god. All right. I think your volume. Speak.
General Kenobi.
Okay, that
You
should
are
be
a bold
fine.
one.
That should be
That's good.
fine. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about Star Wars in this podcast since the Mandalorian is soon to be coming, and
Soon. It's not
like
even summer yet.
soon.
It's coming in
It's
fall.
sooner or later. All right, it's fine.
We have seasons to go.
It's okay. It's coming soon. All right, and we should be hyped for it. So
I'm very
what?
hyped for
Okay,
it.
so like, what do you want to talk about in terms of Star Wars? So like, do you want to talk about the prequels, the sequels,
Let's
the
not make this a hate podcast, so we won't talk about the sequels. Please don't bring
no
them
no
up,
no no
otherwise
like
I'll just
okay
go
okay.
into an angry
There's
rant.
positives and negatives to Star Wars. All right. How about we just start with the sequels so you can get your anger out if like yeah.
I think this should be a happy podcast because
Oh,
there's enough
happy.
negativity in
You're
the world.
funny. I don't care. Start with the sequels.
Well, the sequels suck ass for one thing.
Okay. Why?
Um,
I
which movie do you want me to start on?
pick whatever you'd like. I personally don't care.
Episode 8 is slightly worse than episode 9 in my opinion. It's a little.
Really? Really? Okay. Wow. All right. That kind of like gives me like hope for episode 9. All right.
Oh, don't know. It sucks,
Wait,
but
send me
not as
those
bad as
videos. Send
episode
me
8.
those videos. I don't want to actually watch it. Send me those videos where that guy starts criticizing.
I
Uh,
think I did.
Epic. All right. Send me them again. I don't want to scroll through all that. Oh, okay. Never mind. I just have to scroll like. Okay. Never mind. Continue.
He already found it.
Yeah. So I just
Okay.
finished Star Wars Rebels.
Mm-hmm.
That I did not like it as much as I hate to say this. I did not like it as much as the Clone Wars. But
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the Clone Wars.
but I really loved the characters and I okay, here's the thing. I kind of makes me like start hating on the campaign for Star Wars Battlefront 2 because like you know how Iden defects, right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have like a reason. There's no build up to that. But what's his name? Okay, so
She realizes the Empire's a dick, and that's about it.
yeah, exactly. But compared to someone that like what's his name from Rebels? Uh
Kanan Jarrus.
no, not Kanan. He doesn't defect.
No, not Kanan. You're right. I'm so
The
dumb.
ISB agent.
Callus.
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 Callus
Agent
actually had a
Callus.
reason cuz he started questioning the Empire and their authority and there was a build up. There could have
And
been
then
a
there was the episode where it was on the moon of Geonosis, and it's like,
yeah.
wait, this guy actually is good to me. The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. There was a build up after that. Like that's where it kind of like, you know,
That's where he started being
snowballed.
like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that honestly. That like his defect was actually, like it was smart. Like
Good.
it was understandable, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with Iden, she was like, "Nah, fuck that." It's just like the Empire, they're mean, and then she just defected, and that
Peer
like that triggered me.
mean.
Oh, that triggered me so much.
Triggered.
That was bad. That was just really bad. Okay, so you were gonna sorry, we went off track. You were gonna go on a tangent about
No problem.
yeah,
I
go
like
ahead.
hearing other people rant about Star Wars just as much as I like ranting about Star Wars.
All right, so I think personally, episode 7 was great. It was fantastic. I wouldn't have changed it. No, okay, I would have changed it a little bit, but like towards the end.
Um, yeah, it seems great until you watch it enough times that you realize that it's just basically episode 4 all over again.
I think yeah, they were going for that. I feel like that's what they were going for in these
Like, if
like
you do a play-by-play, it's kind of just like exactly the same
pretty
thing.
yeah. I feel like they were trying to mirror it or just basically copy it like but like,
Who needs originality in Star
Yeah,
Wars? There's like two
exactly.
pieces of original music,
I mean, they could
and
have
that's
they really like they had so many doors to go through and choose.
Yeah, but they
Like,
hired the worst president and the worst everything in the history of everything to run the movie.
yeah,
And then
it's
they
a shame.
also gave different people the same movie, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, we should
why?
probably say spoiler
Why have
alert.
different director? Yeah, spoiler alert for
Spoiler.
you should just can you just put a spoiler alert at the
Sure.
start?
Yeah, I'll probably put like spoiler warning in the title. But anyways, yeah, continue.
What was it?
You were
See, this
talking.
is how much
Oh my
I
god.
hate the prequels. I just forget
Okay.
about them.
Did
What were we talking about?
you're kind of like in a weird area because you like the prequels more than the sequels, whereas I feel
Yes.
like a lot of people would like
No.
feel the other way. Really?
Plenty of people like a lot more people like the prequels now than they did. Like all the boomers still hate the prequels, but they don't
Yeah.
like the sequels either.
I okay, yeah.
And plenty of new people do like the prequels, but not the sequels.
Yeah, it's like with everyone. Like it just yeah, that's just how it
I
is.
know this isn't the end all be all, but like prequel memes has like 1 million followers, while sequel memes has like 250,000. So
So,
it's like
uh
1.3 million. So that's
wow.
one million
That's
three hundred
huge
thousand. So
following.
yeah,
Damn. Um
because then again, prequel meme content is spicy.
I feel like with every like, with every like down, every low there comes like something like great. And that's pretty much the Mandalorian. Like
Mm-hmm.
you have to agree honestly because they're
I
kind of
do
like
agree.
they're redeeming Star Wars in a way. Like they're I don't know, they're bringing it back up again. It's great, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And with season 8 of the Clone Wars, right? Or is it
Season
season
7.
7? It's 7?
Yeah, 7.
Okay, yeah, that
There is no
one,
season 8.
season 7, that was also great. That was also really redeeming. I love that. Season 7 was a roller coaster. Holy shit. Like the at the end it was good.
I agree. The
Um
first arc and the third arc of season 7 were much good.
yes, I
The
get
um the second arc was kind of
that. Ugh. Ew, get out of here. Trash.
you liked the what was it arc? Mendes arc, I think their name is. See, I
Something.
don't even know their names. That's how much I care.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of made some sense, but there's like Ahsoka's really mysterious though. Cause like
Yes, Ahsoka is cool.
yeah, but like we don't really know what happened to her. Like how did she get to Mandalore? And like unless they explained it, I just somehow did not like see at
At
that
what
at all.
point are you questioning that she got to Mandalore? It was pretty obvious.
Wait, what was the reason?
Um, Bo-Katan came looking for help
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
because when they were on what's the planet? When they were on that one planet with the black sun, I think it was the crime lords.
Yeah.
When they were on that planet, the Mandalorians were watching them, and
I
then
forgot about that. I forgot all about that. Oh, shit. How did I forget that? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the Mandalorians were watching them, and then they followed them because they were like, "Oh, those guys are pretty good," and then they asked for help, and Ahsoka's like, "Bet, I'll help you."
I'll help you. Sure. Why the fuck not? I have nothing better to do.
And then, uh, and then Anakin was like, "Okay, and wait, since I can't go along and help you, wouldn't it be funny if I just split my clones in half and then made a new battalion?" And it happened to like Ahsoka, and it happened to follow her commands, even though she's a civilian, she could just go for strategic planning and maybe fighting Maul here and there.
Man, Maul was
You know.
great. I think I loved him in Rebels.
Oh, Maul was so good.
He was great.
Especially the last episode. I literally have the last episode downloaded on my phone for the first minute. Like, just for the first minute. Like, the entire episode is good, but just that first, law. I am lost, but yet
With
see
with the
in
end
my
of
mind's eye
Rebels,
Kenobi. And then just this, the beautiful, beautiful scream. Beautiful, horrible scream.
beautiful scream. What?
Where he
I mean,
screams Kenobi.
yeah, I remember that, but why did you describe it that way? Okay.
Because it's so good. Hold on, I'm listening to it right now.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, with Rebels ended, and then Ahsoka
Um,
being like confirmed to be in The Mandalorian season 2. That I think that's like kind of leads into like a lot of like new things to be explored. And I feel like
what?
in this new season of The Mandalorian, we're gonna see like some sword fighting and shit. Very
Maybe,
epic.
yeah.
Very epic.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna fight Moff Karga.
The guy
Here's
with
the question.
with the
Yeah,
dark saber.
that's him. Moff Karga. Here's a question. How does Moff Karga get the Bo-Katan's Darksaber? Because last we know it was with Bo-Katan, but we also know Bo-Katan's gonna be in she was in Rebels. It's gonna be in Mandalorian season 2.
That's weird.
Along with
I
heard that this is not confirmed, but I heard it might be confirmed, but I heard a rumor that Boba Fett is gonna be played by the same guy who did the clones in the movies.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be cool. Wow, okay. I love how they're bringing back so many like characters. Like it's like oh hell yeah, man.
And
That
Rex.
Rex, I wonder how like at that point shouldn't Rex be like like 90? Like
Yeah.
yeah, cuz like he was like
Question mark?
I was looking at some
It's
things.
it's maybe I don't
Because
know.
he's not that old. Like but like
It's 5 years after. I think it takes 5 years after the fall of the Empire.
he should be
So,
pretty old then. Because
not really.
well, I mean with the what is it called? The increased aging process.
Yeah, with the double aging, yes, but
Yeah.
eh.
And apparently his age is like you know in like regular human years it's like he's about like 28. That's what I heard. So I mean like he should be because but like in but
Let's
like
see. He was 14 at the very start of the Clone Wars.
but like he was like an adult, right?
Yeah,
And then
but he
like
looked like 30-ish, like the
by
normal
the
clone
end
age.
of
And
Clone Wars season
can I
7.
say something really funny?
What?
Um, uh, Captain Rex in the Clone Wars movie, the very first, not Attack of the Clones, but the very first
Yeah,
time we
the
ever see
movie, yeah.
Clone Wars animated, the movie.
Yeah.
He tells Ahsoka, uh, she's like, I'm a Jedi and you're a clone, so don't technically I outrank you. And he goes, in my book, experience outranks everything. And then,
He says it in Rebels.
but yeah, he says that in Rebels too, as a callback to that. But it was later pointed out to me. Wait, they're the same age. How much more experience does Rex really have than Ahsoka? They were
Well,
both trained, basically since birth to fight.
that's true, but like I guess maybe during that time like Rex has been to like so many more planets and stuff like that by that time, I'm assuming. Because
I
like
like how they actually ended on the Siege of Mandalore because in Rebels, Rex goes, I was with Commander Tano sends the Battle of Christophsis to the Siege on Mandalore. It's the Battle of Christophsis is the first battle we ever see. That's the Clone Wars movie,
Yeah.
and that's also where technically the first chronological episode takes place. That's the first battle arc, and then it ends with the Siege on Mandalore, which is, like I said, that's what it ended with.
Yeah, that's where it ends. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool that they kept that all in mind. It's nice little attention to detail. It's great.
The Siege on Mandalore was technically the last battle besides the Battle of Coruscant. No, I guess the Battle of Utapau. Technically.
I
Was
don't
that
even
part of
know
the
what you're
Clone Wars?
talking about.
I suppose it was. No, sorry, I'm just arguing with myself in my brain. My
Well,
Star Wars
for
brain.
Rex, wouldn't the Battle of Mandalore was the last one?
That was his last one, yes.
Yes.
Because after
But
that,
not in. I don't think it was for the
not
like,
for the entire
war
Clone Wars,
in general. Yeah.
because at that point they were off the planet, but Utapau, there were still clones on Utapau because that's where Kenobi was attacked.
You know what pissed me off like really badly about Rebels? Like Gregor's death was so stupid. I hated that so much.
Oh, did Gregor die? I don't even remember that.
He just got shot in the chest and then he's like, oh. It was so stupid. I heard I got spoiled that Gregor was dead, like that he died. But like
I did too, but I forgot.
I thought he
who
was gonna go out in such a badass
died.
way. Like he was like gonna be like, all right, you guys, you
Like he did in the Clone
you
Wars.
escaped the dome thing. And yeah, exactly. He'd be like, all right, guys, you escaped the dome thing. I'm gonna blow up this whole place or something like that. I wish it was something awesome, but no, he just gets shot in the chest and then he falls over, and I didn't even feel anything though because there was no build up. There's nothing. It was so random and sporadic.
Can I send you a video that you can watch?
Sure.
It's like 47 seconds. I leave it on
What the
Discord.
hell? Okay. I'll watch that later. All right.
Okay.
But like, it got me really angry. Also, Gregor only has been in like in everything. He's only been in like 5 episodes, right? Like
Maybe
1
even
episode of
if
Clone
that.
Wars, and then 4 episodes of Rebels.
It's one arc. How many episodes was it though? I think it was 2.
Of Gregor?
Yeah, because I know he was in only one arc.
Damn it, he didn't get
But-
enough love though. Gosh darn it. Like,
Because he was killed off as soon as you meet him in the Clone Wars.
no,
and
not
then
in
they
the
just don't
Clone
really
Wars.
pay
I'm
attention
talking
to
about
Rebels.
Rebels though. And then Wolf
That's
just
true.
vibes somewhere because he's alive.
Wolf was like, I'm not fighting again. Fuck that.
Well, isn't that what Rex said when they first met? And he's all like,
That's
"Alright,
what they
well,
all said.
you killed our home, you bitch."
Um,
I don't know.
Technically, the arc takes 4 episodes. so
Okay,
I don't know
okay,
how
I
many
gotta,
ones
okay,
he's
I
in.
gotta say something. All right, Kanan
Mhm.
was great. All right, Kanan is one of my favorite characters ever.
Kanan is cool, yeah.
Like,
Ezra's
okay, Kanan's death was awesome. Ezra's he can just go in the trash pile. But Kanan,
I like
he
Hera.
was great. Kanan and
I
Hera
love
was
Sabine.
like the best. They're better than Rey and Kylo Ren. They're the like
Oh, definitely.
definitely.
Oh, definitely.
There's no
That's not a
that's
competition.
no competition. I hope we get to see Hera.
He's a
and her
better
child.
Jedi than old Luke.
Bro, Kanan is such a good Jedi. Like he had like so much internal conflict and like it I loved it. I loved him to death. His character was great. I also want to see Zeb again because he was awesome too.
Oh yeah, Zeb was. I love Zeb, and Chopper. I love Chopper.
I got annoyed at
I love Chopper's friend AP5.
yeah. AP5
AP5
and
was my
AP5
favorite character. Period.
AP5
Just
and
the
Chopper, like
sarcastic
they're the best
droid.
duo ever. Like you cannot tell me otherwise. Like besides like
Name a more iconic duo.
besides C3PO and R2, but
R2.
like bro, those two I feel like they're better. They're better than R2 and C3PO.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely.
That's because at some point you get used to R2 and C3PO.
but like at some points they kind of like it's more of like R2 becomes like what is it called? He becomes brave and
Us.
mighty, and he's like, let's go and charge into battle. And C-3PO's are like, you're a dumbass. No, I'm gonna cower in the corner.
That's
But
been their relationship since the
yeah,
beginning of Star Wars.
but AP5 and Chopper, like they're great because they keep fighting with each other, and they it's perfect, alright.
R2 and C-3PO always fight with each other too. It's just AP5 does it better because he's
He's so sarcastic
sarcastic.
as hell, and he's all
Except
like,
like
I have more
C-3PO is too, but
training.
it's a better kind of sarcasm
Yes,
than
it's better,
C-3PO's.
honestly.
C-3PO is just like, oh well, you're gonna die. Oh my, this is gonna go great. AP5 is like, he's just an absolute. I don't know. He's just beautiful.
He's awesome. Like I love him. He's so great. Like when they like when he was supposedly
No,
quote
the
unquote died, I was so pissed. I was like, if they kill him off, I'm gonna
yeah,
like
I was too. I was like,
I was
I don't like this show if
exactly. I
AP5
was gonna
dies.
stop watching.
That was gonna be the saddest death in the entire show.
It would have been. Oh my gosh, I would have been so annoyed.
Fuck Kanan's death. Fuck whoever else's death. No,
No,
that would have been the saddest death, period.
I really loved Hondo. Hondo was great.
Hondo was always great. I liked Hondo more in Clone Wars.
I don't remember him much in Clone Wars. I know he was like exactly the same, but like I don't remember much of him. It's been a while.
He's in it a lot.
I got annoyed with Sabine so quickly.
I like Sabine.
Sabine got really annoying to me. I don't like she was bratty, and I don't know. I just got really annoyed with her so quick. Like with her remarks with Ezra and shit. I was just like, shut your bitch ass up.
That's because she was annoyed with Ezra.
I know,
And to
but
be
like
honest,
every five like all her dialogue was just like comebacks, and I just got really annoyed, like really quickly.
I don't know. I like Sabine. I like everyone on the Ghost Crew.
Yeah, they
Also,
were all
Ahsoka
awesome.
was badass in the however many episodes she was in.
Kanan's
I
death
noticed
was
something
great.
that they explain later on, but that one lady's bird from the Mortis arc, the sister's bird.
Wait, what?
The,
Whose bird?
do you remember the Mortis arc?
What's
That's the
that
arc
again? I forgot. I forgot all
when
about it.
Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin in Clone Wars, they go to this really weird place, and like it rains acid, and there's all this weird shit going on, and like it's a really important arc to the Clone Wars, but it doesn't actually have to do with the Clone Wars. It just
Wait, what does the
explains a
bird
whole bunch
look
of
like?
lore.
Is it in Rebels? Wait,
Looks
what?
like an owl. Yeah, it's in Rebels.
Is
Every
it that
time,
bird that like appeared in like the dark place?
mm-hmm.
Oh, what
Every
about that
time
bird?
every time that Ahsoka is going to appear, that bird would show up first
That's cool. That's wow, okay.
in
That's good
Rebels.
attention to detail. Wow.
Yeah.
Did it like that was
And something else cool.
what?
After Ahsoka is quote unquote killed, well
Yeah.
she is killed, but then he goes back in time and saves her. But when Ahsoka is killed, Sabine paints that bird on her shoulder. I believe it's her right shoulder blade.
I did not know that.
Hmm
Oh,
I did
did
not
you
watch a video for this. I just paid attention to the show.
wait, did you notice that Zeb had the Jupa like face on his like right breastplate?
Did he?
Yeah. You didn't see that? Like after that he
Hmm.
had the Jupa thing like painted on his like chest plate. Google it.
Did he?
I don't know.
I
I was
am.
like, how did he have that? Well, I was like, what is that marking on him? And I looked closer and I was like, oh, wow, epic Zeb. Like there's so much good with Star Wars and there's so much like trash.
There's more good than trash. You need to watch episode 2. I
Of
don't
what?
care if it's
Oh,
slightly
okay.
point of.
Let's see. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, I will probably.
It's not as good as episode 3, but it's still pretty good.
All right, I might give it a watch, maybe. Should we do like? Hold on. How long have we been going on for? 25 minutes. Wow, it felt like an hour now. Let's see.
You
Okay,
mean on his shoulder?
wait, what?
Where's the Jupa? I'm looking and I
It's
don't
on his
see.
like right chest. Like right, is it? Wait, hold on.
Okay, Google
Left.
isn't
No,
being
it's
useful,
left.
so I'm
It's on
actually
his
going to
left.
go to the show and
Well, it's a Jupa like painted on his like left breastplate.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna look into this because
I don't
let's
know how
see.
I like saw that because I usually don't pay attention to little tiny things like that.
You really don't.
I don't. I never do. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting. Wait, did I? If
What is your opinion of the Iron Squadron?
the irons, who's that?
That's the three little kids that thought they could take on the Empire on their own.
I didn't really like that episode. I was like, meh.
I was just like, how were they not dead yet?
Exactly. But okay, what I know I get it, it's like a kids show. But like I hated how they painted the Empire in that whole series. Cuz that like in that series the Empire
Something I thought about was they would just always go around shooting all the troops, but then if like the person was showing their face, they wouldn't shoot them.
That's true. Um
But every single buckethead, they just like shoot with no remorse. But then they'd take mercy on like Callus when he was evil, and if
it's
they
the
probably did
Jedi
it
way.
to killing people just as long as they have.
Like on it, like I really hated how they paint the Empire because like they painted the Empire as like pushovers.
You know what I hate? How they just introduced the wolf things one episode and suddenly they half plot revolves around them. I was like, really?
Like, okay, I was fine with that. Like, I don't know, I didn't see anything wrong with that. I was like, oh, Ezra sees a wolf.
It just
It's
kind
like
of
the
felt
little kid.
overused. It's like, wolf suddenly is how they're beating the Empire. Same way that some people don't like Ewok.
Well, the Ewoks were fine. Well, like, the Ewoks make sense because it's their home. They live
Yes,
there, and it's being
but
invaded, and they're like, what the hell is going on here?
fighting back makes sense, but winning.
But like the wolves just came out of nowhere. Like, it would make sense if it like earlier on they'd appeared on Lothal, and like they were near the Jedi Temple, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, there's wolves!" or something like that. But no.
Hmm.
Something else. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, I really hated how they painted the Empire as like pushovers. Something I love about the Mandalorian is how they made like the Empire, well, becoming the First Order, but like how they painted the Empire because they actually showed them as like a threat, which is
Yeah.
great. They
And
even
what?
almost killed Mando, and it was like, oh, these guys ain't no pushovers like how everything else showed them.
And the funny thing is, they weren't actually Empire, they were ex-Empire.
Oh, they need to explain how they transitioned into the, what is it called? First Order. But like, and yeah, Empire and whatever. But like, they weren't painted as pushovers like how in the movies do and everything else. They actually were a threat, and it was scary, and it was great. I love that so much. Although I think what Rebels should have done was they should have made the Empire like the Separatists. If you know what I mean, right?
No.
Well, like okay, like in the Clone Wars, like the Separatists weren't pushovers either because like it wasn't like always like, oh, the clones, they always won, like with
They did
ease.
always win, but it wasn't just, oh, we're
It
gonna win
wasn't like
because
so
we're
easy.
not the
Like it
rulers.
was easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of the Clone Wars episode in Rebels?
I was like, oh, okay. I didn't care.
What?
I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
I actually really liked it.
I was like,
I appreciated the fan service.
I would have liked it a lot more if like the Separatists were all like, you know what? let me join your squad. Like that would have been cool if that
They would
tactical
have been
droid.
shot and killed immediately, but it's good to know that there are some clankers out there somewhere,
No,
living
no, but
peacefully in
like
the universe.
they could have like no, like, but the thing is that the only way the droids are actually like what is it called, a threat, is if they're in big numbers, and like the Empire,
Which is,
since they were like pushovers, like I'm pretty sure a droid could win against a stormtrooper in that show.
I believe that the clank. I think it's good that there are some clankers out there living peacefully in the universe.
Just vibing.
Yeah, just vibing on a farm somewhere.
I liked Saw Gerrera. He was cool.
I wouldn't define him as vibing.
Huh? Wait, what? I'm
Wait,
saying
what were you saying about him?
no. I'm not saying that Saw was like vibing. I'm saying that I liked them. I said that the droids were
Oh yeah,
vibing
he was cool.
in like Geonosis and every other place.
I think it's cool how you meet Saw in Clone Wars and then you watch his journey. Or not, you don't watch his journey, but then you find him again in Rebels and then you find him again in Rogue One.
I forgot all about Saw. I literally forgot everything about Saw Gerrera.
And when I watched Rogue One, I had forgotten about Saw. I later, after watching Clone Wars again, I caught it.
I didn't know
And
he was
then-
in Rogue One until now.
He's a big part of Rogue One.
I didn't remember it, bro. It's been so long since I gotta rewatch the Clone Wars, because that's actually probably I never rewatch anything, ever.
You need to watch Star Wars all the way through from start to finish, but
No.
maybe not Rebels because you just watched it. But like, you need to watch Episode 1, Episode 2,
Okay.
Episode 3.
No. I hated Episode 1. That sucked. I hated it. That is
Fine,
trash.
not
I'd
Episode
rather
1,
watch Episode 8
2.
again.
No, you're wrong.
No.
You
I
haven't
enjoyed
watched Episode
8.
2 long enough.
Episode
Okay,
8 actually entertained me. Episode
Okay.
1 bored
I
me.
will unentertain it for you. Hold on, let me send you a slew of videos
No,
to make it unentertaining.
No, okay.
Where is it? Disney
I
doesn't
will.
understand
Okay,
lightsabers.
I'm gonna watch the original trilogy again, because that is actually a big.
Yeah,
I will watch
I need to
that
watch it again too. I rewatched episode. I would rewatch
Maybe not A
episode 4
New
and
Hope, because I've
52
seen
again.
that like twice, but like The Empire Strikes Back and.
You've only seen it twice.
How many times have you seen it? Don't laugh at me. I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan.
I don't know. I saw it for the first time a lot younger than you did.
I never, bro. I never knew what Star Wars
Long
it
ago,
was
long
until I
enough
met
ago
you.
that my parents were still married. Oh wait, I know that it was a long. I know a grade. I watched episode. I watched Empire Strikes Back, or maybe it was New Hope. No, I think it was Star Wars. Kindergarten or first grade, because I choked one of my best friends because I wanted to be Darth Vader. I was a messed up kid.
Sounds like it.
I didn't like I put my hand around him, but I didn't know how to actually choke someone.
I do. How are you? Okay. I did not know. It's easy. Just clap your hands around their neck and squeeze.
I didn't know about the squeeze.
Oh, great.
I just put my hand around his neck and I'm like, use the force,
Disney
get away
doesn't
from me,
understand
bitch ass.
lightsabers? Okay.
Did you know Gavin?
Who?
No, the kid named Gavin. Did you know him?
I remember
Were you
you
at school
talking
when he was
about
at
him,
school?
but no, I don't remember him.
Yeah, it was Gavin.
Oh, okay, I remember now. You told me about how you choked him to death or something. I remember
To
that.
death. I didn't kill him. He's still alive, probably.
Probably. I remember.
And if
you
he's not
talking
alive, it's
about
not
it,
because of
yeah.
me.
I remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, I swear I haven't put my hands on someone's neck since then.
Are you sure about that? Are
Yes!
You, are you
I
actually
use the
sure?
force!
Oh my.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't put my... Imagine if police officers had the force. They
Okay.
currently
no,
they
no,
just
no,
have force.
we're going into politics now. This is bad. No,
Okay.
no.
I'm not brave enough for politics. Obi-Wan
No,
Kenobi.
no, no. DC's a bad. DC's a bad. No, that's a no, no, no. That could be for another
Did you know
time.
Obi-Wan Kenobi said I'm not brave enough for politics?
Oh, I forgot he said that.
He did, episode 3.
I forgot about that.
I
Alright.
rewatched episode 2 the other day. It's actually pretty good.
Alright, so
There
do you
are some
want to keep
slow
talking
parts.
or do you want to just end it off?
I'd love to keep talking because I need more friends. I'll talk as long as you want.
Okay, what else do you have to say?
I don't know. I never got to rant about the sequels.
Oh my god,
You just
you're
kept
given a
interrupting
chance
me.
now. So like, go ahead. Like,
Why would
fuck it.
I'll rant about episode 8 the most because that
Okay,
was
okay,
one was
okay.
worse, like I said.
I liked some parts about episode 8.
Okay, the entire plot of episode 8 was stupid.
I agree with that.
Um, basically the First Order was suddenly able to track you through hyperspace, so you have to get away from them. And
Oh,
then,
was that the plot? I did not know that.
yes,
Wait,
that was the plot.
wait, what happened?
And
Wait,
then
why were they like?
suddenly,
What was the
yeah, go.
reasoning for like them being like only having a few chips? I don't remember.
Okay, so here's what happened. So, because suddenly they can follow you through hyperspace with that one giant ship, they had to start running away, but they didn't have very much fuel left. They only had enough fuel for
Oh
one
yeah, and they
hyperspace
had to
jump,
send
and
someone to
if they
go look for
used it,
fuel.
and if they used the fuel to hyperspace jump, they would find them anyways and they'd be dead. So instead, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep flying normally. And we're just gonna keep boosting away with our shields. And they're just gonna keep shooting at us. And for some reason, the First Order could not speed up or slow down. So they were in
Or
range
they,
of them, but they were not in range. They were not close enough to be able to do any damage. So they just followed them,
they could have
waiting
just
for them to run
tractor
out of
beamed them
fuel.
with like a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, it's a giant Star Destroyer. You forget how big this
No,
ship
yeah,
is.
but like
And then
it should house
more
Star
and more,
Destroyers.
like they run out of fuel, and like Finn and Rose are like, you know what? We're gonna go and find someone that can blow up the ship. We're gonna go
I
blow
thought
up
they
the
were
ship,
looking for
or we're no,
fuel.
not blow up the ship. They were looking for a code breaker so they could get into the shields, so they could disable the tracker so they could get away. So that's what they were doing. Meanwhile,
So dumb.
Poe is because
He's
they
all like, "Ree," because
Kylo Ren was able to attack the bridge and killed Admiral Akbar, but somehow Princess Leia was able to use the Force to fucking fly
through space.
and then collapse. Yes, fly in space, and then she just collapses,
I thought she was
leaving
just dead. I was like, oh.
purple, fucking purple hair in charge. Fucking Vice Admiral Holdo.
Was all like, you know
Ugh.
what? Since the
Here's my
since
plan.
the script told me to, I'm not gonna tell you the plan.
I'm not going to tell you what the plan is. I have a plan, I promise.
And
I
then,
definitely have a plan. I'm just not going to tell you what it is because I have one.
to be honest,
I
Poe was
definitely
like,
100%.
Poe.
And then Poe was like, "Yeah, you don't have a plan." She's like, "Yes, I do. I have a plan.
Then tell us it.
Trust me." Tell us it.
No.
No. Then you don't have a plan. I do. Fine, pulls gun. I'm in charge now. Get the fuck out.
Then they like stun him or something. I don't remember.
And yeah, that works until it doesn't work because he's not gonna shoot at Leia.
And then Leia's
They
all like,
lit-
"Aha, Poe's just dumb." They just laugh it off.
Literally, that is a mutiny. And she's like, "See, I had a plan. Our plan was, we were going
You guys
to
escape on escape pods, and I'm just gonna vibe.
fly. No, we're gonna fly by this planet, and then we're going to send escape pods at the planet. Unshielded escape pods, but it's okay because they won't see the escape pods somehow. So yeah, and then they'll escape to the planet below, and then they will just
But they end
vibe
up
there.
shooting some of the pods down, and they're like, "Ah, she's all
Because
like,
the
"Ah,
code
shit."
breaker technically the Codebreaker does give them away.
Yeah, so she's all like, "Oh, okay, hit the hyperdrive." Yeah. She crashes
And
through the.
then,
That was a good scene. I like
single-handedly,
that.
no, that was the worst scene in the movie. She
How?
broke lore so much. Think about it.
What?
If that was possible in the Star Wars universe, it would have been used all the time. You don't
But that's
need
a
as big of
suicide
a ship
tactic,
as she
though, because
had.
she blew up and died, and so did like.
Yes, but think about how many fighters blow up when you go into a fight, just trying to blow
That's
up one
true. They
ship, just
literally
trying to
could
get rid
have
of
just
cannons.
just.
You could just send a single, like you could get a droid to fly an X-wing or a Y-wing through a Star Destroyer, and the Star Destroyer would be gone. You don't need a giant ship because of the way speed works. If this worked in the Star Wars universe,
It would have been used a lot
then
more. Yeah.
then that's just stupid, and it
That's the
ruins every other
That's
ship fight
that's the
ever.
problem with this, like, see, like episode 8, because they kept pulling stuff out of their ass that like we never seen before, and same with
hmm
9.
Episode 9 does that too. And like one of the guys like, oh, it's a 1 in a million chance. You can never do that. And that's like, it is. It's a 1 in a million chance, you say.
I'll take those odds.
And then later on, you see at the very end, you see the First Order is defeated, and you see Star Destroyers being blown up over tons of systems, including the forest moon of Endor. You just see
Remember
Ewoks
that
cheering
love
because,
story? Like,
and you see someone do the Holdo maneuver in the background to a Star Destroyer.
that dumb love story.
Oh, there's. But the worst thing of all in episode 8,
What?
no, not the worst thing, but
What?
one of the worst things, they're all the worst thing,
What?
is in the video I sent you, the choreography for that really cool fight scene with the Royal Guards sucks!
What does choreography mean?
Planning out a dance/fight.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I didn't think badly about it. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, play sped up, played sped up, it actually looks just fine. But when you slow it down and actually take a look at what's going on, you cringe so bad. It's like, what the fuck is this crap? It's so bad.
Really? Okay. Damn. Okay. What the heck? All right. Wow. Okay. I'll link some of these videos in the description below.
And
like
that's the
ones I'm
one,
talking about.
Disney doesn't understand lightsabers.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite anti-episode 8 video.
Something that I liked and my dad liked was the quote-unquote fight scene between Luke and Ben,
Do you mean
where he like
them
forced,
swinging lightsabers at each other?
like
And then he
it was the force.
question: how did the lightsabers clash if it was just the force field?
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's very true. He should have just dodged the whole time. Like
Yeah.
that would have been perfect if he just dodged. Or
But the
okay,
thing is,
it could have gone
when
two
he
ways.
went
It
up
could've
there,
gone 2 ways.
he never actually told anyone in the Resistance, "Hey, run now! This is a distraction." So they all just stayed and watched him, and it's like, bruh.
Wait, they did? I don't remember what happened in the movie. I thought they all dipped while he was all like, "I'm gonna be the distraction."
No, he was the distraction, and then that didn't work, and they kept advancing, and then they're like, "Oh crap, we gotta run some more."
What? But they were like pinned down. I thought they were all escaping while.
Yeah, and then Rey, in
Yeah.
the most Mary Sue move ever, lifts tons of heavy boulders just casually. Like,
Which
come on,
is,
guys.
like, that doesn't make
Yoda
sense, though.
struggled to lift up like heavy things to save his life, and he's fucking
Wait, who did?
Yoda.
And
Yoda,
Ezra,
like
remember
in a-
Ezra when he went to the Sith temple? Like he had to lift those things up like to get through with Maul, and then he's all like,
Yeah, that. But like also, Grandmaster Yoda in Episode 2,
and Yoda's literally
fucking
like the best
Grandmaster of
Jedi
all the
ever.
Jedi.
And like
He's
his
probably the
race-
strongest Force user ever.
His race
Like-
is like,
Yeah, think about Baby Yoda. Anyways,
yeah, exactly.
like, so he has to save. So Count Dooku is trying to get away from Yoda. He loses a lightsaber battle to Yoda, and
Yeah.
Yoda's like, "I gotcha, bitch." And then Dooku, in the most pussy move ever. You also see Ventress do this
He
against
has no
Yoda.
one now.
They know that you can save himself, but what he does is he drops like just giant pillar on Anakin and Obi-Wan, and Yoda has to catch it, and he like struggles to barely lift it up enough and just barely plop it down next to them.
Well, Ray can
Barely
literally like
lift,
lift up boulders like it's literally
just
paper.
lifts up, and she's like,
Casually, like,
"Look at
what?
this, guys." It's
It's
like,
like
come
they
on,
were. It's like they were
drinking
trying to
tea
write
with
their
the
own
other
thing.
hand.
Like they were like writing their own.
It was an
story.
amazingly over-budgeted fan fiction that is not canon.
That should not be canon. Yes, I agree with that statement.
No, the Star Wars fandom has decided they're not canon.
They well, for good reason. They shouldn't be. Some of the things I would have kept about like the eighth movie was like, okay, for the fight scene,
Gambling
quote unquote.
Planet? That was such an amazing useless scene. No
Okay,
one
that
needed
was
that.
disgusting. That was literally disgusting. Like grossest thing in the world. I would have much
Look
rather.
at this planet of
I would have.
Vegas.
Okay, what I would have liked to see if instead of like Luke coming down and being all like, all right guys, let me just distract these fuckers while you guys escape. I would have rather seen
Ironically,
like I'd rather see them like like try to like desperately contact like some of the resistance and be like, hey, can you help us out?
some of the
That was
resistance,
all of them.
they did that, remember? No one was supposed to, yeah, they said, this is us, no one else is coming. That was one of the things, that was one of the plot points, you probably don't remember
That was
but that was one
stupid.
of the
They
plot
should have
points.
changed that. It should have been like,
Meanwhile, in episode 9, they ask for help, an entire fucking fleet appears, big enough to fight the however many thousands of ships.
That's what should have happened in episode 8. They should have contacted for help. An entire fleet should have came, and then there would have been an epic battle between
That's what
Kylo
happens in
Ren
episode 9.
and the AT-ATs versus and his little squad versus the entire fleet. That would have been awesome. Or they could have what they could have done was like they had an escape. They had an escape. Then they're all like, okay, we're gonna escape, and then like Luke Skywalker's all like, hey, I'm gonna just either appear in person. Wait, that wouldn't make sense if he appeared in person, or for some reason he appeared in person, or because he had a ship, or he just like
He did have a ship. He had 2 X-Wings on his island for some reason.
then
2 of
he
them.
should have been able to like hyperdrive there and then been like, hey guys, let me be the distraction in person, and it would have been awesome if he lost the battle to Ben, and if he died to Ben, that would have been cool. All right, because
If people actually lost battles on the light side in the
that would have
sequels,
been
that would be pretty
awesome
cool.
though, because it would have been like we all would have been like, oh, Ben is just a crybaby. He just cries over his misfortunes, and then he ends up being as powerful as like Darth Vader, enough to combat Luke and beat him, or at least like almost.
The old man in the sequels was not Luke Skywalker. I'm sorry. Just the way he acted and his dickery
it
and
didn't
his
feel like Luke.
pessimism.
It felt like someone else completely different. I agree with
That
that.
felt like
It felt gross.
Mark Hamill just pretending to be an old man.
I agree with that. Cause Luke was more like, wasn't Luke more, what is it called, serious and everything? Like he
Luke
was like
more
really,
optimistic.
he was super serious about everything, and he's all like, yeah, father
Luke
of people."
Skywalker to Darth Vader, like the most evil man in the galaxy who's killed like millions and just is like took over the Jedi, did all that
Killed
horrible
a
stuff,
bunch of Jedi.
murdered not just the men, but the women and the children. And, like, he did all this horrible stuff, and like Luke's like, there's good in him, I know it. Meanwhile, he has a bad dream about fucking Ben, and he's like, well, time to die, fucker.
That's like, yeah, they'd rewritten like his character. It's so stupid. Like a bet, like actual Luke Skywalker.
Do you remember?
He would have never like
in
thrown the lightsaber over his shoulder and just waltz off. He would have given it back, and he would have been like, okay, well, I'll train you, or he would have
I
been like,
watched
I'm
a
too old
video.
for this.
I had forgotten that had happened. I hadn't seen it in like a year, and
He
then I
would have
watched the
never
video
done
that I
that.
talked about. And I thought that it
They
was
made him a
edited, just
joke.
really, really well edited, because I had not remembered
They made him
that
a
something
joke.
so stupid had happened.
He should have just regular Luke Skywalker would have just gave it back, and he would have been like, all right, I'm sorry, I can't teach you, I'm too old for that shit. Or He would have.
Luke Skywalker in the fucking campaign of Star Wars Battlefront 2 was a better Luke Skywalker than
That
like
hurts me. That hurts
EA
me. I can't
understands
stand up anymore.
EA understands
Understands Luke
Luke
better
Skywalker
than the
better than
sequels.
Disney.
Oh my gosh. They got Han Solo right though. They got Han right for the seventh movie. They got him right. All right.
Yeah,
They made him
Han
more
was good.
compassionate, and I'm glad he died because it was great. Leia should have died. Leia should have died. La la la. I don't know.
Leia should have had a longer memorial than 19 seconds. She dies in episode 9,
Wait, she
and
does.
there
I
is
didn't know
no
that.
joke. Yeah, she dies. Sorry.
But she, no,
Spoilers.
it doesn't matter. I don't give a shit about the ninth movie. You can go suck my ass.
She dies in episode 9, and she just fades away uselessly. Like she makes it so that she makes it. Yeah, she just fades away into the Force. Yeah, you also see that she had a lightsaber at some point, but then
that was
didn't.
dumb. They
Train
should have
to be a Jedi.
established that she was connected to the Force more than we thought in the other movies. They should have established
did.
this. They should have fleshed it out more.
She flew. She flies now.
Like, okay, all right. Remember how in Rebels, Kanan gets into the airlock, and then Darth Maul and his badassery, he's all like, if you don't succeed the first time, try again, and he presses the button, he goes flying into space. Okay, that was cool because one, he was blind. Two, he was like, all right, shit, I gotta just like, you know, like get on stuff and go. Like, okay, it would have been better if it was like that. But like Leia literally could not because she got bombed and she was in the middle of space, floating away. There was no way. If
then she just back into the exploding cabin.
Yeah, like, wouldn't Kanan have done that? Like, you don't think he would have done that, but like, it doesn't make sense though because like, it's not like there's an invisible force rope that you could grab on and reel yourself in.
No, you could basically see the wires just dragging her back.
Ah, so dumb.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I wanna.
But yeah, no.
I wanna change everything.
Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has a 3-minute memorial service. Leia, Princess Leia,
literally one of the most important
who had
persons
died
in Star Wars and in
real
the
life,
galaxy,
has a 19-second funeral service.
That do not make sense. So, what? Also, did they ever even establish how the First Order was like made?
They never establish how it's made.
That doesn't make sense.
They never give
though,
you
because
anything. They don't give you shit between.
They just started.
Yeah, they just started.
They could have made it in like episode 7 where like they're like where I don't know, like Rey's all like, Finn, how did this start? Like how did the Empire come back or something like that? He would have been like, all right, long story, TLDR, this happened.
Well,
exactly, or something like that.
He just sits down, just like animated, and like big heads everywhere.
It's so dumb. Like, no, they should be explained. Like, did Disney only allow them to have like 3 movies or something? Because they could have had 4 to like put in a bunch of information, flesh it all out amongst the characters. You know, just made them great, but no.
Okay, so Rian Johnson was promised 3 movies of his own for Star Wars because Kathleen Kennedy liked episode 8 so much. But then it was released and the fans hated it.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
I don't think Ryan is getting his movies. But apparently they were going to be about the kid at the end of episode 8.
What kid? What?
Who uses the Force. He's like a slave kid. And you see him for like 2 seconds.
I don't even remember him. Is it like, wasn't he in the, what is it called? The casino thing?
Basically, yeah, he was in the casino planet.
Who cares about that kid, bro? He can who cares? He'll be a great Jedi someday. Who cares?
Exactly. I don't think those movies are gonna happen.
Also, I hate the fact. Okay. Well, things I don't like. I didn't even watch the 9th movie, but I can criticize it because fuck you. That's why. Things I don't like. I heard that they tried so hard to make Poe, Finn, and Rey just like Leia, Luke, and Han and Chewie. They tried so hard to make them just like them, and I'm like, what? No, this is illegal. Something
Finn
else.
kept saying, "Ray, I have something to tell you."
Oh, that's so
And then-
stupid. Like, okay,
And
okay.
then he gets followed by kickstand.
Something I hate for that, alright? Something I hate about that whole thing, like, about just the prequels in general, is how Finn wasn't the Jedi. It was
Sequels.
Rey. Finn should have been the Jedi. Finn should have been a Jedi, not Rey. Alright?
Cheers to that. Ray shouldn't have existed.
Okay, what should have happened in the final battle? Well, I'm fine with Rey existing. What should have happened in the final battle was when Luke gets not Luke. Finn gets defeated. Rey
Ren.
somehow gets the lightsaber, and since she's kind of like skilled with like a staff and stuff, she's able to have her just able to fight Ben. I mean, that would have been great. And then it would have been great if it was all like Finn has the Force, and we find that out in episode 8, and then he's all like, you know what, maybe I should go talk to Luke. Like, that would have been
Apparently.
great.
In episode 9, when Finn kept saying, "Ray, I have something to tell you," everyone thinks it's gonna be "I love you," but no,
Nah.
apparently, according to the director in an interview later on, it was gonna be that he's Force sensitive.
Okay.
Of
that's-
course, this is never
no,
said
okay,
in the
okay,
movies.
Okay. You know what's such? Okay. You know what I hate when directors and shit do that. All right. You cannot do that. You have to get it into your movie at somehow. You cannot be like, oh, this happened during I don't know, an interview and shit like that. That's what
Episode
they
9
did.
starts
That's-
off on a random planet and he's killing random people.
That's-
Everyone defends
No,
this
no.
by saying, "Oh, well, if you read the book, I
don't
shouldn't have
have
to
to
do a homework assignment
Exactly.
to watch a movie."
Exactly. Right,
This should be explained.
that's,
No,
okay,
apparently
that's-
this is on Mustafar, and you are getting the blank blank. It doesn't tell me this in the
I
movie.
shouldn't have to read and do my homework for this shit. I don't like it when people, directors and stuff, do that. No, we shouldn't do our homework. It should be established in the movie. Anger. Alright, anything else you want to add? I think my voice is dying.
Your voice is dying. You haven't even been to a mart. I, on the other hand,
That's a video for another day. We're talking about Star Wars.
Oh yeah, what I was gonna ask you is, who's your favorite Star Wars character in all of Star Wars?
That's hard. I don't tend to have a favorite character for anything.
I know what you mean, but still, this is gonna be hard for me too when you ask it to me.
I think it's Mando.
For some reason, even though I've never really loved Cad Bane, when I just said, "Who's your favorite Star Wars character?" my mind immediately jumped to Cad Bane.
Cad
So
Bane,
apparently
the
my
bounty
mind
hunter?
thinks it's Cad Bane. Yeah. Except
Didn't
he's
he
not.
die?
Probably.
Oh, okay. I think Mando because he's kind of the realist of everyone
Mando
else.
is cool.
And he's not overpowered or anything. He's not like a
Am I
Jedi.
being-
He's like a normal. He's a man.
Yeah.
Okay, what makes him cool is he's a Mandalorian. That's pretty epic too.
He's just a man trying to make his way in the universe.
Exactly. He doesn't have any special powers or anything. He just has. He's kind of like Han, but he's more secretive. He's not outgoing like Han Solo is. He's not a smuggler.
Han is trying to get in everyone's pants. Mando is trying to get money.
And not show his face to anyone.
Yeah. that's
Yeah. I think Mando is, and he's kind of the realist, I guess, because he cares for people even though he doesn't really show it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he I kind of like the fact that he despises droids. I like that.
I forgot about that, but yeah.
He's kind of like Batman in the he's kind of like Batman in the Star Wars universe, cuz yes, he has plot armor, but he can be killed or beaten to death, beaten badly. and he'll always like I guess make a comeback.
Everyone's main character has plot armor to a certain extent, but Mando doesn't have visible plot armor where it's like, oh, why
Yeah.
didn't you die here when there were 20 people shooting at you? Like, wait, when he was in the shootout, did anyone actually hit him?
Well, yeah, of course. Like he almost was killed by a mudhorn. Well, while like
No, I mean when he was in the shootout of
huh. With the sniper, the bounty hunter sniper.
when he was in the shootout when he had just stolen Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
How
he
many
was like
people?
in almost every episode he was hit at least once,
Yeah, that's
which
the
is
thing.
great. Like
That's
it's fantastic because usually every other character just like if they get hit, it's like a tiny little baby wound. It's like a boo boo, and like while Mando is literally trucking a bomb, he like almost gets
that's
killed by an
another thing about the
animal. He gets
sequels.
shot in the
The
head all the time.
sequels cannot damage someone. I swear to God, you're not gonna lose any limbs. Like, you're not gonna see any heads get cut off. You're not gonna
This
see a
is why I
hand
love
get cut off.
Mando because he actually
You're going, like, flesh wounds aren't even flesh wounds.
they're just like tiny little because Rey has the special force healing.
Oh, yeah, that is also bullshit.
Yeah, they're pretty much invincible. While Mando's over here trying to fight a wildebeest and almost dying, and having a little green like rodent save his life. Like this is why I love Mando so much. He
Because
can like
he would be
like
dead.
sure he won't die. He can't die because like you know it wouldn't be the Mandalorian, but he can get his ass kicked, and that's great. So you kind of feel for the guy. You
Can
know?
I say something funny?
What?
When Disney is when Disney is dealing with their precious Marvel universe,
Uh-huh.
it is amazing, and they make amazing movies with like no flaws.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Star
when they are making a Star Wars movie,
they don't know what they're doing.
they suck. It's like the Patrick
It's
meme,
terrible. It's terrible, honestly.
where he's like pounding boards into his head.
You haven't watched SpongeBob. Watch SpongeBob.
No,
that
no memes.
SpongeBob is a masterpiece.
Up
But
to what season? Because there's like a bazillion seasons.
okay,
isn't there?
up to like season 4. That's what it goes down. Okay, wait, that should be a topic for another podcast. Just best.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I think we should just end it off here.
Okay.
You
Do you want to
agree
keep
with that?
talking after
Alright.
the podcast?
Huh? Wait, what?
Do you want to keep talking after the podcast?
Maybe not, cause my folks might like take over the computer. I got a warning,
True.
so
I'm doing it on my phone, so.
maybe I might join on you like with my phone. I don't know, but I guess we should end
Okay.
it there.
Or we can play on the Xbox together. Anyways, yeah.
I feel like
Bye, Carlos.
wait, hold
Bye,
on, wait.
Cassidius.
I feel like we should end it with like recommendations, at least.
Watch all of Star Wars.
Don't
except for the
watch
sequels.
don't watch episode 1 unless you want to kill
Episode
yourself.
1 is good, okay? He just doesn't like it
Don't
because it's
watch-
a little slow.
Okay. That the
Don't watch the
prequels are
sequels.
slow, but like they like some of them like get like really entertaining. Like they build up like a lot of like emotional things. Like season 3 is especially not season 3. Episode 3 is especially good at that. Okay, so the sequels.
Watch the Clone Wars. That's not a
Clone War,
question.
that's not a question. Rebels, maybe. Like I like it's not really
Rebels
necessary.
is also good. If you liked the Clone Wars, you will also like.
You'll
the,
most likely
um,
like Rebels. Watch The Mandalorian, cause that is literally one of the best shows ever. Like, it's like in general.
Yeah, Mandalorian's pretty good too.
If
Watch Rogue One if you want to.
if you
it's pretty good.
Rogue One, I recommend more, a million times more than the prequels, or the sequels.
Oh yeah,
All right, you're not gonna agree
No,
with
not-
me with the prequels.
not the prequels,
But
but
I-
I am going to agree with the
But
sequels.
my opinion
Don't
is
watch
that
the
they're so
sequels.
much better than the prequels and sequels. But maybe not the prequels, but the sequels, 100%.
Obviously, watch the original trilogy.
If you haven't watched
Obviously,
it,
that's
treat yourself.
Star Wars.
It's
That
literally
is
like
the
yes,
that is the original Star Wars. No one disagrees that the original trilogy is bad. No one says that.
because it's not. It's great.
People can say the prequels are bad. People can say the sequels are bad. No one will ever say the original trilogy is
Yeah,
bad.
exactly. Yeah, because it's just great. It's the start of Star Wars, and they did things right. So yeah,
That is Star Wars.
they didn't. Yeah,
I feel like the prequels are also Star Wars, like really
they're
Star
also
Warsy.
Star Wars, but
Like you
like
get to see like Jedi in their prime.
yeah, I feel like if you like want to see more of
Episode,
that, see the Clone Wars. Clone
yeah,
Wars is a treat though,
episode.
honestly.
The original trilogy is the is two old friends fighting for each other with lots of emotional weight. The prequels is really well-trained Jedi fighting in their prime, and the original trilogy is ass.
Wait, what? No, the
What's your
original
question?
trilogy's great.
Oh wait, no, I meant the sequel trilogy's ass. I'm sorry, I did
The
not mean the original
sequels,
trilogy's
okay,
ass.
the only thing, okay, the sequels, it's entertaining, but watch it if you want to, like, pull your hair out while watching. It's entertaining at some
Watch the
parts,
sequels
if you want to pull your
as
hair out.
long as you don't pay attention too much,
And
it'll
you
be
just care about,
fine.
like, like the entertainment value, then go watch
Just
it.
flashy scenes and entertainment, yeah.
Yeah. But if you
As
care
long as you
about
don't
the
question
lore,
anything.
watch the original and
Just don't
the
question
prequels.
anything and you'll be
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
And also don't have Star Wars actually have an emotional weight to you.
Yeah. So, thank you
If
guys
you
for
care about
watching.
Star Wars, don't. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I
Buy
hope you
his little
enjoyed.
quesadillas.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to say that, but yeah, my little quesadillas. I guess if you want to be called that, I don't know. You guys fight over what name you can be. This is a democracy.
I love democracy.
So at some point, I will probably put a poll on what you want to be called. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I
Yeah,
hope you enjoyed. Go I don't know. Don't subscribe to Cool Feet because I don't know. He doesn't want to be subscribed to.
yeah, don't subscribe to me. Just tell your friends to subscribe to Carlos D instead.
Yeah, share
Because
this
honestly,
video if
I
you
don't
like it.
upload.
If you didn't like this video, share it anyways. If you made it to this far, if you literally watched the whole like video, just like, what are you doing with your life? You could be doing so many better
Honestly,
things. Like,
it's just two uneducated idiots who don't actually know that much about Star
yeah.
Wars. Well, at least he doesn't. Talking
I'm
about Star
joking. If
Wars
you made
sort
it
of
this far,
getting
then
off
like,
topic.
I fucking love you. You're the best. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
If you
Let me
made
know.
it this far, then you're either me or you're really cool.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to add?
Um,
Stay frosty.
like
Well, obviously they
trust.
know how to, they know it's obvious. Like you like the video, like if you didn't like it,
That's true.
dislike
I
it.
don't like it when
It's
people
easy,
tell me what I
no
like.
brainer. And obviously, if you like
Okay,
what you
sorry.
see, subscribe. I don't have to tell you guys to do that. All right, so I guess we're just gonna go. Goodbye. Fuck.
Bye.
Fuck sakes.